Welcome, everyone. Really wonderful to be back with you again this Tuesday morning. So we will get going, and then if anyone else joins, I can just let them in. So happy Tuesday. I hope you are feeling okay today. As always, just take care of yourselves throughout this practice. Do anything that you need. If you need a drink, have some water with you and just participate in as much or as little as the practice as you want to, depending on how you're feeling today, what your energy levels are feeling like, how you've slept, if you're experiencing any pain or discomfort today. So these are the things that really support you to just check in with yourself. Every Tuesday when we meet, I definitely do with myself and my own practice and movement. Just check in, okay, actually, how am I feeling today? What do I have the energy to do? Do I have the energy to really go for it? Or actually, do I need to just draw it back a little bit today? So, as always, do what you need. So, I'm going to go back on the chair then and get started. I'm going to take the socks off. There we go. Right then. So, we're just going to start off today. Can everyone hear me okay? Don't know if someone's able to just send a little emoji thumbs up or something. Hopefully, yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much. So, we're going to start today just taking a little moment to just arrive in this space together on this Tuesday morning. So, just allow your feet to be in contact with the ground, whether you've got shoes on or socks on or bare feet, doesn't matter. But just really notice the soles of the feet on the ground. I'm just going to let someone else in. So just take a moment, perhaps even gently press the soles of the feet down into the floor, just so you can really notice that connection between the feet and the ground beneath you. Perhaps you might also notice the temperature or the texture of your feet this morning. And as we do this, you can keep your eyes open, or you might just allow your eyes to gently soften and close. Just supports you to go a little bit further inwards with this practice this morning. So just noticing the soles of the feet. And then from the soles of the feet, gently drawing your awareness up your legs. And then noticing the backs of the legs just resting on your chair. Really inviting your mind to settle there, to allow your mind to really notice how it feels to be held and supported by your chair this morning. And then coming to your back, perhaps you're just very gently leaning back on your chair. Just notice that connection between the back of your chair and your body. And then bringing your awareness to your shoulders, perhaps just giving the shoulders a little roll just for now, a little wiggle, a little soften. Just let those shoulders soften down. And then bringing your awareness to your breath. So not trying to change your breath in any way, but noticing your breath just as it is now in this moment. How does your breath feel this morning? Does it flow really fluidly, or perhaps it feels a little bit more laboured? And there is no right or wrong with any of this, we're just noticing. And then we're just going to see if we can take a few slightly deeper breaths. So we might just bring the hand onto the tummy area and take a nice deep breath in, really let the belly expand. And then take a nice long full breath out. So take a nice deep breath in, let the belly expand. Nice long full breath out. One more like this. Nice big breath in. Breathing into the belly and then nice long breath out. Really nice, everyone. And then just draw up the shoulders, and if you've got the eyes closed, you can keep them closed, or you can gently blink them open, up to you. We're just going to start to roll these shoulders now. Lifting those shoulders to the ears and exhale, rolling them back. So what we were doing there with that short little practice at the beginning of our seated movement was a mindfulness practice. So when we really bring our awareness to something, whether it's the breath, whether it's the body, we're inviting the mind to be in the present moment, because our mind loves to jump about all over the place. It loves to be back in the past or go forward to the future. So really inviting it to be here now in this moment, which can be really tricky, especially if we've got loads going on and a long to-do list. It can be hard to feel present in the moment. But it's really supportive for our minds, for our mental health. So as we go through these 6 months together, we'll do lots of little practices like that along the way. Nice, everyone. So keep rolling those shoulders. So just noticing, how are your shoulders feeling this morning? And when we notice these things, we're not trying to judge ourselves. We're not trying to think, oh gosh, my shoulders feel awful, or they feel like this, they feel like that. I mean, you might be noticing that they feel wonderful, but it's really just about building that awareness so we are aware of how things are feeling in our body. Lovely. You might want to bring the arms in a little bit more now. So get those arms really moving, lifting, moving back and down. Nice. And then perhaps taking those shoulders forwards a little bit now. I'm just going to take my release off, moving those shoulders forwards. How does that feel? And as we do this, we might really keep grounding down through the feet. Lovely. And then let those shoulders soften, let those arms come down by the side of the body and just give everything a nice little shake. So now we're going to move our body a little bit at the same time as our breath. And the reason we work with our breath so much as well is because it supports our nervous system, our autonomic nervous system, and it really helps us if we're in any pain, discomfort. It helps with inflammation in the body, lots and lots of different things that support the body with our breath. So we are going to take a nice big breath in as we take the arms up, and then exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, nice big breath in. And just take the arms up to a point that feels good for you. Exhale, bring them down. Lovely. This time as we go up with the arms, we're just going to press the feet into the floor. Exhale down. Inhale, reach with the arms, press through the feet, lengthen up through the body. Exhale down. 2 more like that. And just take your arms to a point that feel good for you. Reach them up. Exhale down. Lovely. One more time. Press through the soles of the feet. Reach through the arms. Stretch through the fingers if you can. Extra stretch here at the top. And then nice big breath out. Lovely. Right. Give those shoulders a little roll. My shoulders are feeling a little bit achy now after that. And sometimes I'm like there, so I was saying we're going to move our arms, we're going to breathe, we're going to press the soles of the feet into the ground. If it feels too much to do all of those things, you can just do one of them. That's absolutely fine. But when we were pressing those feet into the ground, perhaps we started to feel that engagement in the legs, the lower legs, the tops of the legs. Okay, so now we're going to bring the arms out in front. So placing them on the knees or on the legs. This time we're going to breathe in and just let our arms float up. So inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more like that. Inhale up, exhale down. One more breathing in and breathe in out. Nice, everyone. Give those shoulders another little roll. So now we're going to bring a little bit more movement through the spine with our seated cat-cow. So shuffling ourselves forward on the chair, and I'll also show you from a side view. So planting the feet on the floor so that we've got our nice, strong, stable base. We're going to inhale, just find that nice length up through the spine and the crown of the head. Bring the hands onto the legs. We take a nice breath in, so you might want to be sort of a little bit more on the edge of your chair for this one. We take a nice breath in, we round the spine, we tuck the chin to the chest, we reach with the fingers. And then when we exhale, we either lift up through the chest and just stretch that chest forward, or you can also take the arms out. So depending on how your back is feeling this morning, do what you need. So hands here, inhale, reach them forward, tuck the chin to the chest. Find that lovely stretch in the spine. And a nice long breath out, reach those arms back behind us, stretch with those arms if you want to. Hands on the legs. Inhale, breathe in, round that spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Big breath out. Either just round the, lift the chest like this, or also take those legs. So we're creating this extension and this flexion in the spine. So round the spine, reach with those fingers, tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale. Reach back with those arms. Two more like this. Hands on the legs. Inhale, slide forwards. Tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale. Reach those arms back. Lift through the chest. One more. Hands on the legs. Inhale, slide them forwards. Round the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale. Reaching back. And then come back to center. Really nice, everyone. Just take a little notice how that felt. How did your back feel? How did it feel to move in that way? And then we're going to keep the soles of the feet nice and planted to the floor. And we're going to start to do some circles. So I'm going to turn back to face you in a moment. But just to show you, I've got a nice bit of space between my back and the chair. That gives me a nice amount of space to make those circles and those seated cat-cows that we just did. So let's carry on with those circles. And as we are doing these circles, if we can, we're going to try and keep that nice length through the spine. So what I mean by that is we're not trying to sit up like this, like super straight or be uncomfortable, but we also, if possible, don't want to be sort of slumped over and rounded like this. So we're making this nice length through the spine. And we're doing these circles. And as we go round from one way to the other, and we can change direction, if we're pressing the soles of the feet into the floor, That's going to support our body. And also, we might start to find a little bit of engagement in our tummies, because when we engage our tummies, when we move like this, that's going to support our lower backs. Okay, so we don't need to be like really squeezing and bracing our tummy, but there is some engagement there, maybe 20, 30% to help us with this movement and to support our lower backs. Really nice, everyone. Just doing a few more of these, and you can do big circles, you can do large ones, you can do ones where you brush your chest down over your legs, or you might find that your circles are more up here, and that's absolutely fine. So, as always, keep doing what you need. Lovely. Let's do one more in each direction. Nice. And then coming back to center. Find that lovely length through the spine again. Take a little lift up through the spine and the crown of the head. So now we're going to work a little bit more around this part of the body, our torso, and really work with our rotation, so our gentle twists, okay? So first of all, start with the hands down by the side of the body. We're going to inhale, take those arms up. And then exhale, take a little twist round to the right. So as I twist round to the right, I'm bringing my whole torso with me. I'm bringing my left hand in front, my right hand behind. Take a few breaths here. And then inhale, take those arms up. This time we're going to do a nice big breath out round to the left. So again, just notice how it feels here. Are we twisting our whole torso? So our lower body stays facing me, facing your computer, and it's just the top that we're twisting round. Inhale, arms up. Keep those knees facing towards me. Exhale, round to the right. Take a few breaths here. And then inhale, arms up. This time, exhale, round to the left. Keep those knees facing towards me. We're going to do one more on each side. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. Nice, everyone. This time, inhale, take those arms up. Reach and stretch them up, and then exhale, take them nice and wide. Give those shoulders a little roll, have a little stretch in the body. How did that feel for you? How is your body feeling? So we just keep checking in as we go, seeing if we need to make any adjustments or anything like that. So now we're going to bring our hands in front of us and just gently press the palms of the hands together. We're going to do a few movements again linked with the breath. So take a nice big breath in, gently press those hands together, and then breathe out and let those hands float apart. Breathing in, draw them together. Exhale. Nice, I'm just going to come down. So when we're doing this exhale as well, I'm just pursing the lips as if I'm breathing out through a straw. So inhale, bring them in. Exhale. Let those arms go wide. Inhale, bring them in. Exhale. And my breathing may be very different to your breathing, so go at your pace. If we're not doing it at the same time, it doesn't matter. Breath in, breath out. We're going to do two more like this. Inhale, draw the breath in. Gently press those hands. One more inhale. Breathe in. Nice, everyone. Lovely. Drawing that back in. So just a little tip with this one. Again, you can make this harder if you want to. So if you want more activation in the arms and the shoulders, you can really press those hands. Okay, if you don't want that, we can keep that nice light touch. But this particular movement is a little bit more about the breath than the actual movement. We're just linking them both together. There we go. One last breath. Nice, everyone. Right then, we're now, actually, I can stay down here for a minute. So we're now going to do this one. So we interlace the fingers, and then you can either just hold the fingers there, you can gently, slowly slide them in and out, or you can do it a little bit quicker. So we're sliding the fingers in and out. We're lifting up through the elbows, if that's okay for you. Now, this is going to work these shoulders much more. So if it's feeling not okay in the shoulders, we're going to drop those elbows, okay? So if you want those shoulders working, we've got the elbows lifted. If you don't, we are going to have them down here. Lovely. So this one is mainly working with like the fingers, the hands, all the little bones, muscles, everything in between, the skin, everything in our hands and our fingers. Oh, I think my computer just glitched then, but hopefully you can still see me okay. Nice. So I'm definitely feeling this in my shoulders now, so I might take a break and let my elbows drop down just to give my shoulders a nice little break. Lovely. So then pausing the hand movement, we're going to draw them apart and then place the other index finger on top. So I've now got my left hand, my left index finger on top, and do it the other way. So I always find that really challenging for my brain to try and get the switch over the fingers. Nice. So as we're doing this, we can take some nice gentle breaths. We can drop those elbows if we need to. Just stretching my neck. Lovely. And we'll take a few more breaths here. Nice big breath in. Long breath out. Two more breathing in. Breathing out. One more breathing in. And breathe in out. Lovely. Let those shoulders go. Give everything a nice little shake. I'm just going to go back up onto my chair. Right then, let's come down now to our legs and our feet. So, just going to put that down a tiny bit. So, coming to these feet. So, up onto the toes and back onto the heels. So, moving forwards and back. So, again, do what you need here. I'm going to just turn to the side quickly. So the more you come up onto those toes, the more you're going to feel it here on the backs of the legs. So do what feels right for you. As I'm doing this as well, I'm feeling the tops of my legs working and supporting me with this movement. So just keep going there. Lovely. And then let the feet be still and then give them a nice stop. Okay. So we're going to start with a stomp, and then we might also use the arms. So it's turning it a bit more into a stompy walk, or you can do it more like this if you want to. Whatever feels good for you. Okay, so we're just going to go for 1 minute here now. Just have a little look at the timer. So your sort of stomp, whatever feels good. You can really get those arms moving if you want to. If you need to keep it a little bit lighter, that's absolutely okay too. If you want those knees to go faster. Really nice, everyone. Keep that going. Stomping those feet, moving those arms. So this is Just gently going to start to lift our heart rate a little bit as well. 20 more seconds. Keep that going. Really swing those arms if you want to. Nice, and then stop that there. Lovely. Give everything a little shake, a little stretch. Nice, everyone. So, got the heart rate up a little bit there. Have a drink if you need to. What we're going to do now is come back to our toes. So with our toes, we're going to scrunch them up if you can. And again, if they're in your shoes, that's okay. Just scrunch them up, scrunch those toes underneath, and then see if you can really spread them out. So do it with my hands, just opening out through those toes. I'll pop the light on. I think that doesn't make much difference, does it? Tiny bit lighter. There we go. So opening those toes. Lovely. And then we're going to come to our ankles. So pointing and flexing the feet. So we can do this with our feet on the floor like this, or we can lift them up. We can do one at a time, or we can do them both together. So whatever you need, whatever feels best in your body, keeping them on the floor, one at a time, or both together. And let's see now if we can just really focus our attention and our awareness on our feet. So we really notice the ankles moving. Nice. And then we're going to do some little windscreen wipers with the ankles. So again, we can do this on the floor. You can do it lifted, one and then the other. See what feels best for you. And quite often, things don't feel the same on each side. So I often feel quite different in my right side, my right leg, than my left. My feet are going all over the place. Some of that's my neural connections from my brain to my body, trying to tell them what to do and talk at the same time. My body's like, can't do this. Nice. So nice little stretch. And then some circles. I'm going to do these one at a time. So circling that ankle, wiggling those toes. If you're doing them one at a time, just changing them over. Lovely. And then bringing that foot back down. So just take a moment if you need a drink or give your legs a little rest. And then we are going to come up into another shape with our body. So this time we're going to either keep both the feet on the floor or lift both of them up. So whichever feels best for you. And then with the arms and the hands, you're going to press them towards me. So we've got that nice sort of flexion there in the wrists. And we're going to take 3 breaths, breathing in, breathing out, finding that nice length up through the spine and the crown of the head. Breathing in, breathing out. You might be here with them on the floor. One last one, breathing in and breathing out. Nice long breath out, really nice. Drop those legs down. And again, give them a little shake here. Give those shoulders a little roll. Lovely. So now a little bit more windscreen wiper with our knees. So we might go like this. So again, I've come onto the edge of my chair. So just gently taking those knees side to side. So this is just stretching into those hips a little bit. And depending on how you're feeling this morning, so you can do it like that, or you can drop down side to side. So if you're doing this one, you might want to take those legs wider. Dropping the knees down. I'm holding onto my chair as I do this to give me that support. So this is just getting a nice stretch down the back of the leg, bit into the front of the leg, into my lower back. But if it feels too much to do this one, we're here, taking those knees side to side, working with the hips. Lovely. Take a few more moments here. And then coming back to center. So now we're going to stretch that right leg away and see if we can lift and lower from this hip socket. Okay, just going to do a few of these. If this isn't comfortable for you, we're going to be here, stretching out from the knee, or go back to doing some of those circles with the ankle, okay? So a few little lift and lowers if you can. Really drawing the leg up from this hip socket. Nice, drawing that one in, left leg now. Again, either drawing your leg up from this hip socket or doing some stretches or doing some circles. Just going to do a few of these. Two more. Two, lovely. Right then, so now we're going to get that heart rate up again, like we do with our movement, where we sort of do this or whatever feels good for you. So, like I said at the beginning, see how your energy feels, see what you want to do. We're going to do this for just a little bit over 2 minutes today. So the last few weeks we've done it for, I think we did 1 minute, then last week we did 2. So we'll see how we get on. If you need to stop at any time, then stop. If you've got some music there and you want to put on a nice upbeat song to get you motivated, then please go for it. So, me do it go in 3 seconds, 2, 1, off we go. So, this is going to get our heart rate pumping. The more we take our arms up above our head, we're probably going to find that happens even more. But you do what you need. Do what feels right for you this morning. Like I've said to you before, if we were in person, I would play some nice upbeat music now to get us going. So please do go for that if you want to. Sing along. Do whatever you need. And I can feel this in my shoulders already. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit with my arms. And then go up again. So we're moving the arms, moving the legs. Oh, we've nearly done a minute already. And if this doesn't feel right for you, perhaps go back to that stomp that we did earlier. Whatever helps to just gently elevate your heart rate a nice little bit. But see if you can keep your breathing nice and controlled so you don't end up really out of breath, gasping for breath or anything like that. But we want to keep the breath going, keep the movement going if we can. It's also a great strength to notice if we need to have a break, and that's absolutely fine. Really nice, everyone. We are going to do 30 more seconds. And then we'll have gone just over the 2 minutes, so we'll have done a little bit longer than we did last week. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice, everyone. Wonderful. Oh, goodness me. So just give yourself a minute. Maybe sit back in your chair if you need to. Take a few deep breaths. Definitely have a little drink. How did that feel this morning to get the heart rate going a little bit and get moving a little bit more? So for the last little bit we're going to do together, we are going to do a few more stretches with the arms and the legs. So let's bend this right knee. So I'm just going to take it out to the side of me a little bit and I'm going to stretch that left leg away. Okay, so I've come quite close to the edge of my chair just to give my hips and my pelvis room to move, but do what you need. And then we're going to take those arms nice and wide. So reaching through the fingertips and then look over towards that right hand. So looking to that right hand, we're going to take a nice breath, breathing in and breathing out. Then we drop that left arm down and we reach the right arm up. So stretch, stretch, stretch that right arm up. Breathing in and breathing out. Then we're going to change the arms over. So the right arm comes down, then the left arm goes up. You can look straight ahead, you can look up at the hand, depends how your neck feels. Take a nice breath in. Breathing out. Bring those arms out to the side again. And then the right arm is going to come down onto the right leg and we're going to have a little lean to the side. Okay, so this is stretching this bit of the body here. We're going to reach with our arm if that's comfortable. So either keep your arm here or take a nice big reach. Up to you. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. Really nice, everyone. So now we're going to do that on the other side. So this time bend that left knee. Right leg stretches away. So take your time to find that nice stretch. If it's not comfortable to have it straight, you can keep it bent. This time arms are going to go wide and we're going to look over that left hand. So reach with your fingertips here. Take a breath, breathing in, breathing out. Drop the right arm down, left arm up, stretching up here now with that left arm. Finding this stretch in the body. And then changing arms over. So left arm comes down, right arm goes up. Take a breath. And then back with the arms in front and behind. Take a breath here, looking over the left. Inhale and exhale. Then bring that left arm down. So the left arm is going to come onto the left leg. And we're going to take a nice lean to the left side. So I can feel this stretch now all down here, down the side of my body. And we can stay here, or we can introduce that right arm and take a nice stretch with that arm as well. Take a breath here. Nice, everyone. Then coming back to center. Lovely. Draw that leg in. And then making yourself comfortable on your chair. So the last couple of minutes, we're just going to find a little bit of relaxation because that's also really good for our bodies, especially when we've moved and we've worked our bodies. It's really good to have a few moments to rest. So I'm going to just come a bit nearer so you can all hear me, but make yourself nice and comfortable on your chair. Give those shoulders a little roll. Really let the back of the body be held and supported by the chair beneath you. If you want to, you can close your eyes as you relax down through your forehead, your cheeks and your jaw. Relaxing down through your neck and shoulders. Releasing your arms, hands and fingers. Softening down through your back, your chest, your tummy, releasing your hips and pelvis, softening your legs, your knees, your ankles, feet and toes. We're just going to take a few moments here now to be here in stillness, to rest the body. And I will let you know when it's time to come back. Really nice, everyone. Taking a gentle breath here. Nice big breath in and long breath out. As we bring ourselves back to our space together this morning. And if you want to stay where you are and in that space of relaxation, please do so. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I really look forward to seeing you all again next Tuesday. Have a wonderful week. Thank you. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. Take care.